Barbie director Greta Gerwig's film sensation remained a runaway #1 at the box office, continuing a strong run into its fourth week. Barbie has earned $33.7 million this last week alone, according to studio estimates. The Margot Robbie-led and produced film from Warner Brothers refused to drop off, as most box office toppers have this year, surpassing the $500 million mark in North America overall and crossing the $1 billion mark globally, a record for any female director. Joining us now to discuss the success of the Barbie movie is Brendan Caldwell, director of Caldwell Securities. Brendan, thank you very much for joining us on Forum Daily.
My pleasure. I've got my pink on. I'm ready to go.
You are ready. So listen, why did Mattel decide to produce and release the Barbie movie?
Well, there's a history of toy movies going back over the years, and they can be really, really positive when they're done well. I mean, the Transformers series going back to the middle of the last, or 2 decades ago now, I guess, the 2000s, like 2007, I think the first Transformer movie came out. And the Lego movie was a monster success. So if you're faced with flagging toy sales, when you've got a stereotypical doll that may not fit the image that the world is trying to project right now, and yet you want to find a new way to get people interested in it. I don't know that Mattel had anything to lose, and they certainly haven't. This has been a runaway success, more successful than any other toy movie in history, except perhaps for Toy Story.
So how did the marketing around the Barbie movie and its relation to Oppenheimer help boost its sales?
Well, so Oppenheimer is like the total opposite. It's R rated, at least 14A rated. It's I've seen both movies twice, in the interest of full disclosure, including on Saturday, I did a full Barbenheimer day where I saw both Oppenheimer and Barbie. And it is a weird mix because you're going from the Hiroshima bomb to plastic bombshell. It is very different. But the two, just the very oppositeness of the all like sweet and salty, seem to have gone together with moviegoers. So I see a lot of movies. I see some movies multiple times. These I've both seen twice, and I'll probably see at least one or both of them another time in the theater. So the two have created this this rolling phenomenon. But whether you're making a movie about a World War II physicist or a plastic children's toy, the real key is to make a good movie. Disney's done something like this with Haunted House and the original Pirates of the Caribbean. They made one movie, The Haunted House, with Eddie Murphy years ago that nobody wanted to see because it wasn't a good movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, well, that's been a phenomenon. They tried again, Disney, to make another Haunted House movie. It didn't work. So if you're trying to make a promotional movie that ties in with a cultural phenomenon, you just got to make a good movie.
So do you think Mattel will be creating more movies to increase their other toy sales as well?
Well, I think they have a billion reasons to, give or take. So whether they'll do it to increase toy sales, I don't know. The funny thing is, I'm looking at Mattel's share price, Cineplex's share price, IMAX's share price. I mean, IMAX has had a monster year this year. And well, Mattel's up. Cineplex is up a bit. And over the last little while, they're not up from where they were, at the beginning of the year. So it's funny. It hasn't yet translated into investors thinking that these companies, which should be benefiting hugely from, I went to see Oppenheimer in IMAX on Saturday. It was packed. The movie's been out for several weeks now, and it's still packed. So that's not something we're used to seeing, particularly not in the post-COVID era.
Yeah, we all know that movie theaters also took a real hit during COVID-19. How have they adapted post-pandemic to the desire of having more in-person experiences? What do you think?
Oh, it's to know your market. The people. So anything that creates a strong reaction, positive and negative, will be able to charge more and have bigger margins. So double down on the people that love movies, give them better, richer, bigger experiences. So IMAX with Oppenheimer, like you don't see Oppenheimer except in IMAX. Or if you want to see a movie like the VIP experience, that Cineplex has. Do everything better, higher end, more, make it so differentiated from seeing a movie at home. Like, what would be the point of seeing Oppenheimer at home? If you're going to watch a movie about a nuclear blast, you pretty much have to see it on the biggest screen possible.